Hi everybody, it's Alexa here to do my September TBR Pile video.
What's going on?
Johnny's gonna sit here and read. For some weird reason he wants to sit here with me.
I didn't know what was going on. I feel entrapped.
You can move if you want.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
No, I was here first.
Anyway, I am showing off my September TBR Pile video. I know I already said that, but let's just get started then.
This is what happens when you do videos without me.
Don't ramble on.
This is a book.
This is book. This is a good book.
This is a crap.
I have a lot of review books that I have to read this month. There's just a lot of stuff I got behind on and just have to read it. The first book is Personal Effects. I've already started this book. I'm about 75 pages into it. Would you stop? And
I'm reading.
It's a pretty good story so far. It's narrated from a male point of view, which is something a little bit different in YA books. So I'm really kind of excited to dive a little bit deeper into this one. Next up is Daylight Savings, or Daylight Saving. I don't know why I always want to say Daylight Savings instead of saving. It's supposed to be about another male character-driven book, so it should be interesting. It was originally published in the UK, so if you do live in the UK, or if you've seen this one out already, it is published in the UK, so you could have already read it. So, but it's just kind of like a short book. Just kind of seems like one of those little reads that you can kind of spend the day engrossed in. So I'm excited to read that. Next up is Blaze, which is the second book in. I can't remember what the official name of the series is. I think they finally gave it an official name now that there's more than one book. But it's romantic suspense. The first one, Fever, was really good. I really loved all of the characters, so I know that this author writes great characters. And you actually get to meet the main character of this one in the first book, so I really want to know more about him. The only thing is that the cover speaks for it to be really steamy. And sadly, Fever, which is the first book in the series, just didn't hold up to that level, the level that I was expecting from something that should be a little bit more steamy than regular romance. So I'm really hoping that this one brings on some more steamy scenes, as well as kind of gives us some more insight to the mystery of how these guys got their powers. Next up, A Fractured Light, which is actually the sequel to A Beautiful Dark. I've heard some really good things about this one, and with the huge cliffhanger from the first book, I really need to read this one to find out what happens. Next is also another sequel. I feel like I'm just reading a whole bunch of sequels. Blaze is a sequel, A Fractured Light is a sequel, The Moonstone and Miss Jones is actually the sequel to The Seduction of Fate in Black. This is definitely steampunk. I don't know if you can kind of tell, but by her corset and dress and everything, and she's actually got little goggles on their helmets and stuff like that. I mean, not on their helmets, on their hats. So it is steampunk related. It is kind of like a crime investigation, kind of a little bit like Sherlock Holmes like, but Fate in Black is definitely more interesting than Sherlock Holmes, I do have to say. So I can't wait to read that sequel. And another sequel that I'm going to be reading is Entice. This is the sequel to Embrace. I really, really loved Embrace. Embrace will probably make my top 10 for the year. So I'm really, really, really hoping that this is as amazing as Embrace was and that I get some more time with Phoenix.
You know, I've been trying to read a book this whole entire time.
I'm so sorry. You could have moved away from me if you didn't want to hear all this.
No respect or anything.
I also have a tour book that is on my Nook that I need to read. That is for Ashley's Bookish Brunette BB Tours. So I do have to read that before the end of September.
What does BB mean?
Bookish Brunette.
Okay, just making sure.
BB Tours.
Bookish Brunette's BB Tour. Bookish Brunette's Bookish Brunette Tours.
Well, it's just the BB Tours, but it's run by Bookish Brunette. It's run by Ashley.
I think it's pretty cool. It's catchy. Hey, not anywho. Don't be rude.
And, I'm also reading that, so I will try and put the cover of that below because I don't have my Nook to show off a pretty cover for that one, and it does have a really awesome cover. That's a lot for me to read this month because I am back in school, so I have to spend a lot of time going to school and on school homework. But there are 2, possibly 3 other books I'm also going to try to fit in from the library, and I already started reading this one, The Unnaturalists. I really have liked it so far, even though I've only read 10 pages of it, so if I'm already liking it and I'm only 10 pages in, I take that as a very good sign. Next
I can
up,
like anything 10 pages in.
I just found out about this today, but Smash, over at Smash Attack Reads, and I think it's Brianna from the Book Vixen, they have gotten together to put on a read-along for the entire series. I think it's the Elemental Assassins series. Spider's Bite is the first one. I actually own the first 4 books in this series that I found for really cheap at like half-price books or like book clearance kind of things. So I'm hoping to keep up with them. They're reading a book a month starting this month here in September, so hopefully I will finally get to the series because I'm really starting to love urban fantasy lately. Any other reads that might be tacked on to this month just include anything I get from the library. I have a lot of kind of September books that are on hold at the library, so if they come in near the end of September, I might be trying to read 1 or 2 of those as well. So that's everything for me. I hope everybody is having a good September and that your weather is starting to cool off. I know here in Arizona it is still ridiculously hot. And for those of you who are back in school and blogging and juggling schooling and blogging and all that great stuff, I wish you the best of luck. Buggling, yes. We're buggling our blogs and doing all that stuff. But
sounds kind of dirty.
I can't wait to check out what you guys are reading in the month of September. So if you have a To Be Read Pile video or you have read any of the books that I'm trying to read this month, please just let me know and I'll try and get back to you.
Should I have been more involved in this video since I was guest appearance or no? I did my part.
Johnny was a guest today on my To Be Read Pile video.
Johnny, the unbearded, unshaved, bearded guy. Kind of beard, scruffy. Anyway.
That's it for
us. I look like a bum.
And
oh yeah, that is for us.
Wish me luck with reading all this stuff this month. It'll certainly be interesting.
I'm not going to see my girlfriend.
Not at all.
Bye.
Goodbye, guys.